Welcome to the first ever TEDx Bærekraftige liv, which is Norwegian for sustainable living. This TEDx is a part of TED's Global Countdown initiative. TED Countdown was supposed to be a live conference here in Bergen, where we are now, but because of COVID-19, the event has been moved online. And since we couldn't have TED come to Bergen, we decided to invite you to this virtual conference room, looking out over our city. So you can all be here anyway. TEDx Countdown is a series of presentations from all over the world, of projects and solutions that are created to help us reach the climate goals toward 2030. And just to jog our memories a bit, what happened almost exactly 2 years ago in Paris was that the IPCC warned that only a dozen years are available to keep global warming to a maximum of 1.5 degrees Celsius. Here in the city of Bergen, in Norway, we have estimated that each citizen is responsible for almost 10 tons of CO2 emissions each year. How much do you think we need to reduce that? To reach the 2030 goal and keep it up to 2050, we can only have 1 ton of CO2 emissions per person. For us, that means a 90% reduction. And to achieve this, we need to make rapid, far-reaching and unprecedented changes in all aspects of society. And climate change will not wait. We need to change now. We need to ask ourselves some very important questions. What kind of world do I want to live in? What world do I want my grandchildren to live in? And what can I do to make it happen? Forget realism for a while. Just dream it up. What if we could shape society into the best imaginable place to be? Where would you love to live? What are your surroundings like there? What does it smell like? How do you get around? And don't get started on thinking that's never going to happen. Just imagine. The best world to live in. Who do you meet there? And how do you feel? You can picture it, right? You see what it's like. You could even take a breath of the air in that imagined world and feel the difference. After asking people these questions for years in a number of settings, one thing I've noticed is that the vast majority of us all want a variety of the same values. A world where we can feel connected and safe, experience closeness to nature and joy. So why don't we have that everywhere, when that's basically what we all want? Well, the short answer is that we have been stuck in some systems and structures that are not designed for impact and don't take into consideration the long-term well-being of people or the world we live in. Or consider that this well-being and continuous existence of all living creatures depend on each other. Most of us have been observing all the climate change predictions from a distance, going, oh, well, that hole is not at my end of the boat. We can't do that anymore. We already know that the way we live now is doing serious damage to the boat we're all in, our planet. The problems we face are complex and interwoven and urgently need fixing. Many people are genuinely scared of the consequences we could be facing on a journey into the unknown. But fortunately, many clever people are now packing their rucksacks to go on that journey. We might not have an exact map of the terrain, but we have our human compasses of imagination, action, and friendship. One thing that happens when people have a common goal to reach is that we connect. We share ideas and visions. We tell stories of what the future could become. And we support each other on the way. Humans might be a problem-creating species, but we are also a great problem-solving species. To be that ultimate potential, we each need to decide to do what we can. In the words of the polar explorer Robert Swan, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. There are already many of us who see things that are not quite right and truly believe that radical change is possible and connected to the inner passion each of us carry. What if we create a world where everybody is ultimately on the same team? Where we can grow food in healthy soil, share with our neighbors, where businesses can be transparent and completely honest about their carbon footprint and societal and ecological impact. A world where artists inspire us to be better humans, where we don't waste our resources and have clean energy. What if we rethink our systems and redesign society? We might discover ideas and questions that will change history and shape the future. How is the world we want to give to our children? By imagining, we start to create. We bring ideas into the world and they become real. Imagination is the new realism. And a better future is within our grasp. But it will take every one of us to get there. And we need to choose to do it. Like Agnes Tvinnereim said, someone has to do something and we need to realize that we are someone. The countdown is on. Let's set out on the journey together and nail those 2030 goals. And who knows, maybe some of you will end up creating that world of safety, connection and joy that we need for people and planet to thrive. Get out there, put your ideas into action. And see you again for TEDx Bærekraftige liv next year. Thank you.